and just fall. That sort of section, that's pretty much standard.
But this aircraft really was cutting edge at the time. The FB-6 was designed as a ground attack fighter bomber. The FB-6 was designed as a ground attack fighter bomber. The F-6 was armed with 4 Royal Air Force, and it was pioneering that transition from propeller-driven aircraft to jet propulsion. So as I said, these aircraft were really aerodynamics. We're still catching up. As you can see, this is a straight wing, not the swept wing design come in yet. Compressibility on the leading edge and all that was still new to them, so they were coming up with airframes that could deal with the UK as well. But these aircraft are becoming very rare sights at air shows around the world because of the lack of spares. Beautiful sight and sound. Very representative of that.
Always nice to see him. Lots of elevator. You can actually see him waving as he comes through. Hang on a minute, Joe. Why is that noise coming from that piston aircraft? It's a jet aircraft. Now watch this. As he goes up, normally that's a stall turbine, and normal pits would now fall out of the sky backwards, but no, he can use the power from the turbines to just keep that aircraft hanging in the air and rolling around. So you can definitely hear when he switches the turbines on. The turbines aren't on all the time. Now watch this. Rolling, snap rolling the aircraft all the way up. Listen. And just falling straight back. No jet turbines at the top of that. That's what we call a Longevak or a stall turn at the top, just falling back into his own smoke. Now the smoke has been generated from the exhaust on the normal aspirated engines, not coming from the turbines. So reverse snap roll, watch rolling the aircraft. These aircraft can roll about 380 degrees a second. He's gone inverted, so now he's just hanging upside down by his straps. So think of that, 360, so he's gone one full rotation and then another half a rotation in 1 second. He has controls on the top and bottom of the aircraft that give him huge amount of aileron control. And why he wants to be upside down, going all the way to more of the jet coming into it. That sort of section, that's pretty much standard. Okay, jets are on. It just looks wrong, doesn't it? It's a propeller aircraft with a jet engine. And look at that. You see how much he can control it in the spin? And his vertical penetration, the way he goes straight up, so he can just keep on going. Right now into the inverted, and then that's a negative G, so unlike positive G that's pushing you down in the seat, that's horrible negative G because it's pulling all the blood from your lower legs up into your head. Very uncomfortable. Snap rolling at the top. Rich has got the body of an athlete. He's around a certain age, but he is what we call G tolerant. He does a lot of G force.
.474 is one of only 2 Lancasters remaining in airworthy condition of the 7,377 that were built. It was built at Vickers Armstrong, the Broughton factory at Hayward Dean, completed in May of '45, so the war in Europe had obviously ended a few weeks earlier before that. So the aircraft was modified and shipped off to the Far East for operations there.
So after its aerial survey mapping work in East and South Africa, Lancaster was then loaned to Private Fueling Limited. Now watch the young women on top. By the way, they volunteered to do this. They weren't forced into it. There was a selection process. They freely agreed to go on top of that wing. Now the noise you're going to hear as the tips of the propellers reach supersonic speed. That's that rasping sound. Up there in the lead aircraft. Look at the girls now, they're upside down, inverted. That's their feet sticking.
क्या सीन है जी, ये दो लड़कियां जिनके ऊपर चढ़ी हुई हाथ ला रही हैं, वो देखो वाह जी।
And now we're calling out left to right. Both pilot seats are coming down. Pitch the aircraft now, build up on the seat. All that. Up to the bump. Back down on the stick. One upside down, one right way round. Right. Now they've really did create some fantastic photo opportunities, especially with the sun just setting. Isle of Arran off in the distance. The boats have come in to have a look. It is free, so they're allowed to park out there. Now pitch up. Look where the bells are. They're sitting on the front of the wing. They've come off the harness. They've unstrapped themselves. Now watch, because this time they're going to be facing backwards on the top wing. So you see how they're out of the harness and waving? So they're actually standing on top of the wing, the harness.
Gives me great pleasure to introduce 2024 Royal Air Force Typhoon display. I told you it was loud. 700 miles an hour, 100 feet. Turbo 1 breaks away from the crowd now and into that 9G turn. That unique delta shape. Look at it. Beautiful. Into a double corkscrew with full reheat on. Maintaining that 9G all the way around. Now he's going to convert that energy into a large barrel roll. Pitch up. You can see the canards at the front. Crowd center into an on-crowd loop. And as I said, you can see that D-Day markings representing 257 Squadron. A little bit difficult seeing this light though. Into another barrel roll off crowd, heading out of town. And you can see these high alpha turns. And you'll notice he hasn't taken the throttles off reheat once. Those EJ200 engines producing 50,000 pounds of thrust. Watch this, it accelerates again, up to 600 knots and 100 feet. Pulling the aircraft round, back into reheat, into a 360 round. Now rapidly climbing into a half horizontal. Now watch as he rolls the aircraft down and then back into launching in full reheat. You'll notice negative G as he's pushing the That's a horrible feeling, that negative G again, so instead of the blood rushing down.
हार्ड बनाया हार्ड फायरवर्क्स चल जहाज़ों से फायरवर्क्स फेंके जा रहे हैं वो चला गया वो चला गया ये आया